All right, so you know you're here because you like to get right to it. You want to find out all those really fascinating bits of knowledge without having to wade through all the stuff you don't need.
Absolutely.
And that's what we do here. So today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty cool, and it all comes from some of my own personal notes.
Okay.
We're going to be looking at the stinking passionflower,
Oh,
or
wow.
Passiflora Foetida.
Passiflora Foetida.
Yeah, it's a plant that kind of has like an identity crisis, don't you think?
It really does, yeah. Just that name, Stinkin', it just conjures up like a negative image right away.
Right.
But your notes, they hint at something a lot more complex, a beautiful flower with edible fruit and even some medicinal uses.
Yeah.
I think our mission today is to go past that first impression,
Yeah.
and find out what makes this plant so interesting.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And, my first time actually encountering this plant, I found it kind of just like scrambling around in these like wild bushes. And the thing that like immediately struck me before I even like smelled anything was just how it looked.
Okay.
Imagine these like delicate white petals and they're like the backdrop to this like crazy intricate center part called the corona.
Right.
These like fine filaments and like light purple and pink. It was just really pretty.
Yeah, the notes, they talk about that visual appeal too. They mention the heart-shaped leaves with kind of like serrated edges,
Right.
which are really typical of passion flowers.
Yeah.
And for those people who maybe haven't seen one before, the corona, that's that ring of filaments right in the middle of the flower. And it's kind of like the main thing you can use to identify different passion flowers.
Oh, okay.
It really shows how our senses can sometimes, not give us the full picture.
Yeah, totally. And this one, like, it was kind of tucked away. It was hard to even get a good photo,
Oh, no.
but I did manage to take a cutting. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
going to propagate or not, but that's kind of where things got really interesting. I went and did some research, and despite the name Stinking Passionflower, it turns out that it produces edible fruit.
Oh, wow. That's a twist.
Yeah.
So the notes describe these like round fruits that when they're ripe, they turn yellow and they have this unique sweet and sour flavor.
Yeah.
It really makes you think twice about that name stinking.
Right.
If something called stinking makes something tasty, there's got to be more to it.
Totally. You'd think, anything with a name like that, you just stay away from.
Yes, stay away.
But it's a good reminder that nature likes to surprise us.
It does.
So besides the edible part, was there anything else interesting you found in the research?
Well, this is really fascinating. The notes mention that some cultures actually use this plant for medicine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's not just pretty and you can eat it.
Yeah.
It might have some uses that we're just starting to figure out in the West.
It's like it keeps getting better and better.
I know, right.
So we have this plant with like the worst name ever, but it's beautiful. It makes fruit you can eat and people use it for medicine. It's just full of contradictions.
It really is. And, this brings up something important for everyone listening.
Okay.
How often do we make judgments,
Mm-hmm.
based on just a little information, like a name or a first impression?
Yeah.
And because of that, we miss out on something really valuable or beautiful.
That's so true. And the stinking passion flower is like the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. You can eat the fruit and it might even have medicinal properties. It definitely makes you want to take a second look.
It does. And what's really cool is how complex it is.
Uh-huh.
It's one plant, but it has these things that we think are negative along with these things that are definitely positive.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, like, why does it stink?
Yeah.
Could it be attracting a certain pollinators that, we don't like the smell of, maybe other animals do?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
It's something to really think about.
it is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, think about how often things in nature or even in your everyday life might have some hidden good stuff or beauty that you don't see right away because you had a bad first impression.
Yeah.
What else might we be totally wrong about because of how we first see it?